Hey guys, welcome to my comic bunker. So, as we all find ourselves kind of trapped in during this time, I made the opportunity to find a nice quiet place, and the best seemed to be to surround myself with short boxes and hide from my family. Just kidding, I'm not really hiding. Or am I? I just got a box in today from CGC. Yeah, we're gonna see how quickly I can jump through these real quick. Now, I know a lot of the people, like, they're not taking signatures, so the FedEx guy knocked real lightly on the door and then backed away quickly when the door was opened to leave the box right there where he had already set it. Either that or I think wait until nobody comes to the door and then run away. So, love this stuff. Let's make great boxes for sending back things to CGC if you're doing large orders. So I've recently did with the last one that I sent in. So, not all of these got quite the grade that I was expecting. I've been doing a lot of the pre-screen and realizing at this point that that is probably a better way to go. I feel like when you're doing a pre-screen, whether they're rushing through those more, because it is at least 25, so they're getting through an order at a time, versus it feels like every time that I've had a just grade it, they're far more critical of the books themselves. I don't know, maybe some psychology behind that, I don't know. We'll find out with this last giant order I sent them, if they do get through it in time before they get put in complete and total lockdown, which my understanding was that Florida is going at that point, but you can read the news for all that fun stuff. So, alright, I'm going to jump through. Now, I've got this one. It's the only green label out of here. It's my only green label only, but this one's not for me. This one's for a friend after his dad passed away. So I ended up purchasing the collection from him. And part of that was trying to go through and find ones that have meaningful connection between him and his dad, and trying to get a bunch of these slabbed for him. So that was, he didn't ask for it, but I thought it would be good. I know there's a few things I'd like to trade him for collectibles that he still has, but a couple of these, things like this where it's, I'm not asking for anything, this goes to him. One that he got signed with his dad at a Comic-Con, so I think he'll enjoy that. I really think he will. Alright, so we're gonna do, alright. I think there's like 3 or 4 X-Men in here. Again, overly freaking critical, in my opinion. Like, this is a beautiful book. How it ended up, I don't know. But a 9.4, and there's not a spine tick. Oh, there's like 2 spine ticks. But still, a 9.4. I'll take it. So, all these are going to end up going up for, well, most of these are going to end up going up for sale here shortly. So, I still have to decide which ones I'm keeping for my own personal collection. We're going to do the big books here at the end. Alright, so a couple that a few friends have asked me to do. I gotta check, but I'm pretty sure this one was his. So, this one's another one for a friend that tossed me a few bones to get a few books. I'm finding it's just easier, because then it offsets the total cost of the amount that I have to send in all at once. So having friends that want comics done, I mean, I've crunched every number and I've gotten it down to the penny of what it costs in shipping to get it back, to send it, to get it done. And so I've been tossing in a few and getting a few done here and there for friends. So if you want to get a bunch of books done and you want to do some pre-screens, my opinion, totally the way to go about it. Get a bunch of friends together and help call it a club if you need to. It's a tax write-off, right? So you could go through and do all that. It makes everybody happy. So here's one. Now this one's not for me. I already have one of these in a 9/8, but I think you'll all recognize that one. Good old Venom. Pretty sweet cover. So he'll be happy about that one. I was kind of iffy on that one. It looked like it had already been pressed, so it was flat. All right, so here's a fun one. I think you'll all recognize this cover the instant I pull it up. I was not sure what grade it would get on this. I was afraid to even press this, but it looked good enough as it was. I couldn't find any dents or anything. And I guess it was in the bag without even... See, I probably could have pressed that. But, yeah. Alright, so. 9.6. Black cover. The 9/11 World Trade Center homage cover. Or center story. So, yeah. Amazing Spider-Man, issue 36. That was for a friend as well. Another one I've got here that he did. Now, I've got a couple of these as well, and I think I'm going to send them in. This one, I am seriously I have no clue how it got such a low score. It's really freaking frustrating. There's not a tick in this. There's not a spine freaking bump. There's no fingers. And, of course, no notes. So... White Widow, issue 1, regular cover. Alright. What else we got here? Alright, so this was a fun one. Again, super freaking critical. In my opinion, this should have been at least a 9.2 with a possible 9.4. Unless they freaking damaged. So... this one I will crack, repress, and resend. I think we all, some Katie Pride love there. So, yeah. Oh, man. That is frustrating. So, yep, that will get repressed, resent, and that should come back a 9.4. A little frustrating sometimes, but what do you do? Alright, so here's another one. I thought that this was a pretty freaking awesome cover. I thought, with all the information going around, it's the first time that Rogue joins the X-Men. So I figured I'd send it in. I think that one will stay in the PC. I mean, again, this one, I don't see a single thing wrong with the cover. I mean, seriously, I don't know... There's no dings, there's nothing. It's just friggin' crazy. So, alright, not gonna spend forever on this. So, alright, that'll go back in. That one, yeah, that'll stay in the collection. Alright, so those ones are all the same. Oh, so this one, I think this was a fair assumption on this one. And I'm happy for the grade. I'll take it. So, Daredevil and Spider-Man, first appearance of the black costume, is in this one along with Amazing Spider-Man 252. So, yeah, I think there's a single color break in the spine and the one corner just barely. So, yeah, I think that got a fair grade. That one's... yeah, probably on the PC. I know. Don't get attached if you're trying to do this, right? Alright, so that leaves me with... So, I got a whole bunch of these. And I will probably sell these a little slower. Just so I don't flood the market and put a whole bunch of these out there that nobody freaks out about. So, we're going to start off with the lowest. Now this one Resident Evil is the book. Let's see, I had a bunch of these. So, this one says that it has... See, I really had a hard time getting things to come out of the covers on these and to stay out. Now, this supposedly, they said that there was a rip on the cover. I am not sure. There's just some small little... I don't know whether that's even a rip or not, but... Alright. So, I've got one at an 8.0. I've got 2 at 9.0. And I've got one at a 9.2. And I've got 2 at a 9.4. I really wish the jump from here was 9.8, but the last remaining 9.6s. I was really hoping for at least 1.98, but I guess they just could not find it in their heart to give it to me. So, super hard book to get in 9.8. These will all sell very well, so I'm not too worried about that. Main point is to flip these and get the money back in so that I can pay off the money that I borrowed so that I could pick up the larger collection. So I think with all of these and the last haul that I've got, which I did not record the last haul, so I'm going to go back through, I think, and just pull out a lot of the books that I did get and sort of show some of those off. I wish that I had opened the last one. There were 2 really big books I did for a friend that were in that collection that turned out pretty significant. So if you follow me on Instagram, Collecting Comics, you'll see that I posted up images of those books. I pressed both of those, and those came back freaking beautiful compared to where they were at when I first got them. So pulled 9.6s on both of them. The Maximum or Absolute Carnage, the one from, look it up, it's like $4 grand for a 9.8, and I pulled just like these where it's a promo from GameStop before it was GameStop. And yeah, that one I got a lot of freaking cover stuff out, and it pulled a 9.6, so he'll make good on that. The other one was a New Mutants 98. Another one where it was probably like a 9.2, maybe a 9.4, and pulled a 9.6. So I was happy with both of those pressings. So yeah, a few more books to throw in, and a few more things that now I need to sell. So if you're interested, hit me up on Instagram. So I'm also on Facebook as well. So not as active there. Most of that's just stuff that comes from YouTube and from Instagram that push over to it. So, alright guys, I've taken up enough of your time for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope that audio was good enough. I've added a little mic thing, so trying to do better, trying to make the videos better, trying to... I just did this whole thing and realized no light. Fraggle Rock.